curious about all those books behind you.
I know. And these are the ones I've written. So, it's
Oh,
yeah. uh congratulations on season 5. There's a lot happening.
there is. And thank you. We're all really, really kind of blown away that it's season 5, but also really excited.
You've been with the show, in its different forms for a while. I mean, and you've seen a ton of people, come and go, and huge stars. Dan Aykroyd comes to mind, and of course, working with John Goodman. Do you have a favorite?
Oh my gosh, a favorite. That's very, very hard. I have to say, and also I have to say, like these incredible talents that have come on our show have just been amazing people. It was funny because we had Joe Walsh from the Eagles on the show last season, and it turns out he spent time in my hometown, and I was teaching him a lot of guitar riffs and stuff like that.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. But also like Paul Rubens is so amazing. We had him on the show. Of course, the great Estelle Parsons, who plays my grandmother. It goes on and on and on. And Jason Alexander was on our show, and he was just incredibly lovely. Literally, I could be here all day telling you about how great our guest stars have been.
It seems like the Conners is one of those shows that people want to get on, as far as no matter where they are in the business, they just kind of want to do a, kind of a drop in.
Well, I think working with John and Lori and, the rest of us, it's, for an actor, you want to have that feeling, the actors on our show, for the most part, come from theater and know what they're doing. And so it really is kind of like almost like an athletic thing. You want to play with the big leagues and you want to have that experience. I think I can say as an actor, more than any kind of class that you take for acting, that you really learn by working with great people. So I think for those of us who are passionate about acting, for me, working with Lori, for example, year after year, that's a way of kind of keeping in shape for what I do.
You being so young when you came onto the set, I mean, this has been a wonderful education as far as acting and understanding your character. And not a lot of actors get the chance to ride a character as long as you have.
That's very true. It is a very, very unique situation in that way. And but what's strange is that, the memories of the character have been made. So you have memories of, I remember like the tight pink pants I wore in one episode, and Becky's former boyfriends, and, when she went through certain phases and, heartbreak and all different, of course, fighting with Darlene constantly. But, there could be a whole episode about Becky and Darlene arguing because we have so much history doing that.
Are you going to hop behind the camera and direct and produce a little bit?
Well, I wrote an episode last season, which was really amazing and rewarding. I was so lucky that the room kind of let me in and accepted me. And then I've had a story by, so I don't know about directing. Like, I am an actor. I don't know if I want to work with actors like that. It's a little bit intimidating, but I think more on the writing side.
I would imagine it'd be like herding cats. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
And, everyone I work with is really humble and cool, and it's not like that, but it's just, I don't know. It's just being on the other side like that and present. The writers can kind of hide, but.
Tell me what audiences are going to take away from season 5 without giving away any spoilers.
Well, we're not like streaming. We haven't shot all the episodes and I'm coming to you saying, here's the arc. We're still right at the beginning. So we just started about, a month ago. But from what we know now, I can tell you that Darlene and Ben are moving into a house being built by Ben and Dan. And so, they're trying to do that on the cheap. But meanwhile, the rest of the family is wondering, where am I going to live? As of now, Becky's going to move in with Ben and Darlene when the house is built. but who knows? Darlene and Becky aren't always getting along. So how's that going to work? And then who's going to live with Dan and Louise? Dan kind of wants a honeymoon phase. Does he want some younger kids around? Does he want everyone cleared out? So it's going to be interesting to see where everybody ends up.
It will be. And in the off time, do you do live theater still?
I do. I haven't because the work on the show is so consuming and so demanding that honestly, when I go back east where I live outside of New York, I just kind of want to hang out with my girlfriends
Yeah.
and whatever. But yes, at some point, I would love to do theater again because that's what I've been doing for, when I'm not on the show.
Well, again, congratulations on season 5 of The Conners. It's just so well written and so funny and so human. And I think that's why people gravitate to it.
I agree. And thank you so much.
All right, you take care and have a lovely day.
You too, Tony.
Bye bye.